For those working towards a women's recovery centre on Haldi Road, yesterday's court decision was great news. The decision upheld a change to the official community plan. It means the way is paved to move ahead with plans for the centre, plans that started 3 years ago.
3 years ago, the Northern Supportive Recovery Centre Society announced plans for a women's recovery centre in the vacant Haldi Road school. One of the first orders of business was to seek an amendment to the official community plan. But a group of Haldi residents fought back, suing the city over what it felt was a breach of the Local Government Act. The courts have now ruled in favour of the city.
We've had the bylaw in place, final reading done for some time. So the applicant, the owner of the property, has been able for some time to be able to proceed with their project, even though this was before the courts. You'd have to ask them what their next steps are and what their plans are, but from the city's perspective, they're ready to go ahead.
And go ahead is exactly what the society plans to do.
Since we received the zoning approval, but then the court case came forward. So we have actually been in a bit of a holding pattern because we needed to know what was going to transpire before we could proceed. We need to do some renovations, and I don't really know what the timeline is going to be yet. Obviously, we're very keen to get it open as soon as possible.
The Haldi Road Committee declined an interview but did issue a statement saying they were disappointed with the ruling, adding, "Our neighbourhood did not decide to take their city to court on a whim. We felt there was no other recourse in order to maintain the rural residential lifestyle as reflected in the city's strategic plan, the social plan and the MyPG plan." Dr. Michelle Suter says despite the opposition to the recovery centre, she is certain the society and the centre will dispel the neighbours' concerns.
Well, certainly we are aware that there are some members of the neighborhood that were obviously very opposed to it, and they have voiced their opposition loudly. But there are equally people who are strongly in support of it, and I believe that moving forward with good communication that we'll be able, I hope, to get the majority of people on side.
As for the city, Mayor Sherry Green says there still may be some work to be done.
There will be some legal analysis of it, and obviously council needs to be briefed on the content as well. That hasn't happened yet. We just got it. But we'll see what comes forward in the coming days and whether the petitioner to the court is satisfied at the end of the day. He may appeal. That's entirely his choice.
There's no word on whether the Haldi Road Committee plans to appeal the latest BC Supreme Court decision. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.